One of the beauties of wireless technology is taking location-based information, telling the device or the equipment, the network, this is where I am, and now let's deliver some kind of service to my spot, to my location. And Locaid is certainly in that business. Rip Gerber is the president of the company. He joins us here this morning on the Buzz to talk about that. And location as a service.
Right.
Different twist on a concept. Tell me a little bit about that.
Right. Well, breaking down to two components, location, this wireless device is a proxy for where we are at any point in time. It's mobile, tells us where we are. The service aspect is helping developers, mobile developers, plug into that service from the wireless carrier perspective.
All right, so where do you think this is going then? Because location has certainly become very popular in the last 3, 4, 5 years. Some questions about it from a privacy standpoint.
Right.
But in terms of what you think the business proposition is, I mean, where are you going?
Right, there's a number of ways to get location or mobile location. You can get them from the GPS satellites. You can get it from the towers from the cellular carriers or Wi-Fi, and in the future NFC. What we do is we bring those location sources together into a single API to make it easy for developers, large and small, to access that kind of location so that they locate their customers for all kinds of services and business process improvement.
Well, give me an example then. I mean, what would be a real world example of this?
Right. So we have 5 of the 10 largest US banks who have connected into our platform, Locaid's platform, in order to locate phones, smartphones, feature phones, as well as M2M devices for things such as fraud management or retail proximity marketing.
So if I'm a bank, if I'm Bank A or Bank B,
right,
as the case may be,
right.
I through your technology or through your services can have this better or intimate relationship with my customers and then deliver them exactly what kind of information or just how useful is their location to me in terms of delivering better service.
Well, I'll give you an example. It's something called false positives in the financial services industry. Have you ever been to a hotel or restaurant and you do a transaction on your card and the clerk says, hold on a second, the bank wants to talk to you, and you give them the last 4 of your social or last 3 transactions. That's called a false positive. The bank thought you were a bad guy, but you weren't. It was false. That cost the U.S. banking industry about $400 million a year. Each one of those calls cost up to $15 to maybe $30. What we can do for pennies is locate the mobile device at the time of transaction. So my wallet rides in this pocket, my phone rides in this pocket. If they're together in the same proximity, then the bank says, well, it's probably not a bad guy. I'm not going to make that $30 or $40 call. I'm just going to ping the phone. There's an example of saving hundreds of millions of dollars a year for banks using mobile technology.
From a retail standpoint, beyond financial services, but how does this translate to the retail space?
Well, we do things such as draw geofences around arenas, airport stores. So when you walk through a certain geofence, let's say you're a brand, big box retailer, you'll get an activation because the mobile device is in that zone, and you'll get a promotion or some kind of alert that tells you you come into the store and shop and buy.
So what you're offering then is obviously a great opportunity to get better connected with your customer, an opportunity to reach them at a whole new level. How does the customer react to that, you think? I mean, you have to be warm, right? You have to be willing to accept that communication from the brand. Right,
it's 100% opt-in. So there is no location technology that we provide that is done without the knowledge and consent, notification, and control of the customer. So that's what's unique. The carriers are very careful and very concerned about privacy and permission. So what we do through our platform, and it's patented and it runs through a bunch of drills to make sure that if you have you're going to be located, you have opted in to that service.
All right, so Locaid is all about taking that information, telling these brands, in essence, to the network, this is where I am. Give me the information I need to make this transaction better and improve the service.
All in your control, the end user's control, the wireless subscriber's control, whether it's T-Mobile, Sprint, AT&T, or Verizon in the U.S., and we have also carriers in Canada and Mexico as well.
Key point, you are in the driver's seat. Rip, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Yep. Okay.